Whether staging sit-ins to demand academic freedom or marching the streets of Berkeley to protest tuition hikes, UC Berkeley students are famously known for their passionate activism. The most recent controversial effort, packaged into a seemingly innocent ASUC bill, is no stranger to the Berkeley brand of activism. The bill calls for the university's divestment from the companies General Electric and United Technologies that provide Israel militaristic support for its alleged war crimes. On March 18th, the ASUC Senate passed the bill 16-4, and on March 24th, ASUC President Will Smelko vetoed the bill. But despite the veto, the debate is far from over.
The senators that sponsored the bill spoke about it. They said that it was a bill against war crimes, and I would be in support of that too. No one is in support of war crimes. But in reality, the bill was really against the state of Israel, and I say that because of all of the countries that have outrageous human rights violations, Israel was the only country that they included in this bill.
I also happen to personally have been in a small committee the night before it made it to the Senate. And people who were advocating for the bill said that they felt it was, it's about human rights and it's not about Israel. Well, then my question would be, why was Israel, the name of the state of Israel, mentioned 58 times in the bill when no other country was?
While critics of the bill argue that the bill specifically targets and alienates a group of students in the UC Berkeley community, proponents of the bill claim that the bill does not target anyone, and that it simply seeks to condemn human rights crimes.
It doesn't target Israeli companies, it doesn't target Israeli intellectual life, education, anything like that. It's targeting American weapons manufacturers that have been directly linked to human rights violations that is basically accepted by the international community.
This is the initial case study to start off this committee's work. In addition, saying why Israel and why not the Sudan or China ignores the fact that there is a clause in the bill that states that the committee will also go on to exhibit further divestment strategies in areas like Myanmar for the Chinese government's war crimes, or areas like the Sudan or the Darfur region.
As the debate surrounding the ASUC bill rages on, individuals outside of the Berkeley community have passionately joined in on all sides of this complex issue. Naomi Klein, a nationally recognized author and journalist, published her letter to the ASUC Senate on March 31st, urging senators to support the bill. Whether the decision to divest from Israel, should the ASUC Senate override the veto in the upcoming weeks, will establish UC Berkeley as a positive landmark against human rights violations is unclear and remains to be seen.
It could have potentially huge repercussions. For instance, that worst case scenario I mentioned where you divest and you don't get peace, but in fact an escalation of conflict, it makes it look as if somehow you contributed to that. That's embarrassing morally and ethically for the university. You also have to keep in mind that this is a very controversial conflict, and for every person who is happy that UC Berkeley divested divested of its investments in Israel, there's going to be someone else who said you're backing the wrong side. You're either supporting terrorism, and you're going to end up alienating a large block of donors no matter what decision you make.
Whatever the outcome of the debate and the decision of the ASUC Senate, UC Berkeley will continue to affirm its legendary reputation for activism that in the past has never simply received positive or negative responses. The ASUC bill, like its activist predecessors, will continue to stimulate intellectual and peaceful debate on controversial and important issues. Reporting from CalTV, I'm Michelle Chern.